It's hump day.
We're gonna have kids. I'm gonna have some grandchildren. Yeah. Gussie's like, get the punani. Gussie's like, I love when this time of year comes around.
Fuck, man. 2 weeks of this. 2 weeks of watching dogs go at it. Wonderful.
It's hump day.
Good morning. Johnny Sunshine here. It's hump day. Not in the normal sense of the word, being it's Tuesday.
Trash day.
Bella is in full-blown heat right now. Gussie is in full-blown doggy heaven. Yeah. Tuesday morning. Got a couple jobs to do this morning. Yesterday I did put a water heater in and posted the video. Guy had a question. There were a few questions about the heater pan and the relief valve. So what I did was I just put a link to the Florida Building Code, Chapter 5, I believe. Water heater installations, covers pans, relief valves, the discharge, where it's supposed to go. The heater that I put in yesterday was installed in accordance with the Florida Building Code. One guy said something about, this is what prompted me to actually put it up. He said, you should have bricks in there in case it leaks. And, so it's not sitting in water. Well, the fact of the matter is you have a leaky water heater and it should be replaced. It shouldn't be on bricks so that it can leak for 2 years before you replace it. Not my concern. If it leaks, it needs to be replaced. So anyways, I used to put them on. It's just a pain, man, really. I like to have the water heater sitting firm on the ground. I used to put them on plastic couplings. I've actually gotten away from that. It is a good thing to do when you've got. Listen to the fucking pterodactyls. Jesus. Yeah, it's a good thing to do if you've got water pipes under the slab. A lot of times you get a leak in the manifolds or the pipes under the water heater, and it's really tough to decipher what's leaking. Is it the water heater or the pipes under the slab? So having it up on those couplings, you can see the water dripping off of the bottom of the water heater, which really helps. I went a long time ago. This is what prompted me to start putting them up on, even if there's no pan required. I started putting them up on coupling, 2-inch couplings, 4 of them. I went and put a water heater in, and there was water all around the water heater. It was old. I took it out, put a new one in, and the lady called back. I was working for somebody. Lady called them back the next day and said, hey man, there's still water all over the place. So that's what prompted me to do that, so that I can actually look under the water heater with a flashlight and see the water dripping off the tank. Sometimes that you can't even see that. It's you don't want to do this on every job. It takes a lot of time, but I could have capped the lines, pressurized the house, and see if the water pipes are tight. Anyways, you do the best you can every day. These people are happy. The insurance company Was telling them they're not going to renew their insurance because of the age of the water heater that was in there. It wasn't leaking. It wasn't in a pan. It's not up to the code. And that section of the code that I posted, you got to read all the way through that. And the very last section, the last sentence, I believe, in that section of the code is that I am not responsible to provide a pan drain to the exterior of the house if one was not installed when the house was built. Yeah, they could pay me to do it, but some houses, there's just no way to get it out. You know, yesterday I could have done that, drilled a hole, but it gets tough drilling through baseboard, drilling through the furring strips, the pressure treated furring on the block wall. Sometimes you don't know if you're going to run into rebar. You pop it from the inside out because you got to be in the right spot. You can't just, it's not as easy as just drilling a hole. If you drill it from the, using a pilot bit, you go out, drill from the inside out. Sometimes a fucking big chunk of stucco pops off the wall. Now you got this big ugly mistake. So I told the people, put an alarm on it, battery operated, clip it on the pan. If it senses moisture, it'll start chirping, That's all we can do. But look at the old spa.
The old spa's getting ready.
Getting close to Turkey Day, guys. Which means a short week, Take advantage of it, man. Take some time off. Take a breather. This is hard work. Anyway, so today I work for basically a house sitting company. The homeowner, the guys, I work for a guy, he's a home inspector. He throws me a lot of work. I work directly for the homeowner, putting water heaters in, whatever. But his wife and another woman have a business for like house sitting. People who go away, they're up north or wherever for 6 months out of the year. These people watch your house, They go in, turn the water on, flush everything, make sure the traps are full. General checking every week, I think, or once a month, I don't know. But they turn the water off when they leave. It's a good service, and they're good at it. Some people, they don't do anything. They don't show up. And you can tell fucking cobwebs everywhere. You can tell shit hasn't been turned on or off in months. But anyways, these people do a real good job. I've got to go to their house this morning. They've got a Kohler tower, toilet, 3-inch tower. I need to replace the gasket on that for them. No charge, because I appreciate what they do for me, what the work they give me. And literally they live 2 blocks from my house. So, what's the cost of a gasket? Not much. So then I got to go to another house, which was the house was on a septic tank. Down here, when the sewer comes in, you need to convert. They give you a little bit of time, but they make you hook up to the city sewer. A lot of it's vacuum assist sewers. Problem is, a lot of these older houses, the washing machines, when the house was built, the house is on a septic tank. They used to let you get away with stubbing the washing machine out separately and just dump it into a very small individual tank full of rocks, perforated, and that was it. So when you tie the house into the central sewer and you just go off of the clean out, this washing machine is still draining into the yard. So you have to run the pipe around. Sometimes it's a big deal getting that washing machine. So they did this. They tied the washing machine in, but for some reason I don't know if they vented it properly. Something happened where they just cut the pipe where it comes out of the wall and capped off the pipe that goes underground. So I'm going to take my camera over there, see what's going on. It may be that they just didn't, they just ran a trap with a 2-inch line stubbed out of the house with a 90 going down into the ground, which means it's not vented properly. So I may have to put an air admittance valve. We call them Studevents down here. Studevent is a brand. That was the first one that came out. I use Frazion. Studevents, the brand name Studevent. They're pretty expensive. Frazion, Frazon. They're about half the price of a Studevent. They do the same thing. I've never had any issues. I've been using them for years and years and years. They work great. They really do work, man. They give that system air when it needs it. Otherwise, it closes, and it doesn't let sewer gas escape into the house. It really kind of revolutionized the way we plumbed island sinks. Or sinks with a bar countertop. It was just a challenge. There were all different kinds of ways you could do it. Come up with 2 pipes, make a big loop. You needed a 3-inch clean out on it. Just all kinds of crazy shit. A relief vent, which wasn't washed. You'd have to roll it up as high as you could and go over to a wall that you could get out. But if that system ever backed up, that pipe was going to get full of shit, and then there would be nothing to wash it out. So the Studevents are a great thing. I'm sure there are guys out there who just think they're the worst thing that ever happened, but I've been using them for years and years and years, and they just simply work, guys. Highly engineered. Basically a check valve, man. Lets air in, keeps the sewer gas out. Lets the, yeah, something like that. Anyways, it's 70 degrees this morning. Bella is totally in heat. Gussie is totally in heaven. These guys are crazy, man. Gussie gets done getting a little bit, and Bella turns around and tries to poon him. It's crazy, man. It's like a fuck fest. And I gotta put up with this shit for 2 weeks, man. Ugh. Good Lord of Jesus. Good Lord of Jesus. My eyes are really killing me for some reason. I don't know if you guys, that video I put up yesterday was pretty long, but man, I don't know if you saw that. At the very end of that video, man, this kid had a fucking motorized big wheel. Plastic tires, had plastic skins over rubber tires, and he was sliding all over the place in that thing, man. I would love to have one of them. Said it only had like a 2.2 horsepower motor on it, but it looked like it was a high performance engine, you know. These guys down here, a lot of them are into go-kart racing, they're kids and shit, and these things are fast, man. They're dangerous. But yeah, I would have loved to take that thing for a ride. I'd be the guy that gets stopped by the cops, you know. I'll be like, it's not mine, it's the crackhead over there. And yeah, that guy who's running, it's his. Anyways, guys, gonna keep it short today. It's Tuesday, it's trash day, and it's hump day, Bella. Bella, it's hump day. She's like, don't be talking shit to me. What you mean? And Gussie, look at Gussie, he's fucking, if he smoked, he'd be having a cigarette right now. Gussie, you spent, man? He's like, what the fuck, man? Boy's got some stamina, I can tell you that, man. Young buck. He's a young buck. Look at this, guys. 70 degrees. A little humid lately. pool heater's kicking. My broken remoting. Everything's looking righteous, man. My plants are dying. These are doing good. A couple months ago they were doing bad. Probably has to do with the sun. But anyways, alright guys, have a great day. Johnny Sunshine here. Just checking in with you. Hey, I'm gonna try to post some of these code, Florida building code, kind of explain why I do some of the stuff that I do. Sometimes you gotta get as close as you can to the code, do the best you can. Sometimes you come up short, That's just life, man. Get it done. Get her done. The people appreciate you. You get there, it ain't working. Oh, what? It's not all the way up to code, but it's a little closer than it was when I got there. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, guys, have a great day. It's Tuesday. Hopefully you're gonna knock off today. Take tomorrow and Thursday, Friday off. Black Friday, yeah. How you like the Christmas music for the whole month of November? Yeah, I actually like it. Alright guys, have a great day. And we'll see what we can get into today.